Right, well, I'm just working on this old pot. I say old pot, it's actually a store pot. A friend of mine came round a couple of days ago and brought a whole load of gear in his trailer that he was going to take down to get dumped or to the recycle or wherever he takes it. And he asked if I wanted any of it. So we had a look and we took a few bobbers, small bobbers. This old thing here, which I've had to literally start, I've just been welding it back up. And some old bits of rope just for binding, really, not to be used as for cables, but just to bind up pots up when we work on pots, because the ropes weren't that great. And of course, you see probably up here, you can probably just about see that. Just been painting the bobbers because they kind of bleach in the sun and get very pale and almost white. And when you're in the water, you can't see them from a distance properly. So give them a coat of paint, they'll be fine. I'll have to number them again with the boat number. And like I say, we're just doing this. Now this, I'm just making this into a crab pot. Now I'm going to keep it kind of as a store pot, but to be honest, it's pretty heavy, and he reckons it drags. It can drag. Or he's had problems with them in the past dragging. So when you feel how heavy it is, pretty damn heavy. I wouldn't fancy pulling that out of the water, not full of crab. So we're just going to use it as a crab pot. We're going to use it just for spider crabs, really, which means we're going to put a big neck in. I've actually flattened this neck like that. Now you think it looks a bit odd, possibly, but that actually gives it an extra inch size by giving it oval. And crabs, if you think about the way a crab crawls in, its shape, it'll get through an oval better than a circle. So, and the idea of that is that'll go into there, and we'll have a crab pot once I've put the net back on. But like I say, right at the moment, I've just finished welding it all, putting a couple of extra bars, fixing up any breaks on it. There's a couple of fixes I've got to do on the main pot, and then this will go back on, and I'll leave it almost like with a flip top lid. And this will just be purely for the big spiders. Try and see if we get some big spiders this year. So another experiment. But it just seemed a shame to dump these things. So yeah, we did have two, but I really didn't want the other one. It's like I say, they're not that much use to me. And being square as well, they'll be alright for spiders. I'm not sure they'll be much good for lobster because the walls are too straight. Lobster will get into them, but we'll find out, eh? That's part of what we're going to do. So keep an eye out in the summer for this one. And as I was saying, these bobbers that we've painted, you're going to see the paint a bit later on in the video. Now, this clip is actually from early on last year. It was one of the early ones. I was going through what I've got left on the computer, and I've actually found some old files which I'd kind of forgotten about, some old footage and that. So probably put that up over the next next week or two until we get into the water. I mean, we are very close, but we're getting storms every day at the moment. I mean, today's the nicest day. It's the first day I've actually got out, apart from standing in the shed, outside to do stuff again. But apparently it's not going to last. We've got more bad weather, strong winds, and we've had some pretty big storms the last few weeks. So I'm not keen to, get the boat. I am keen to get the boat in, but I'm not, if you know what I mean, because of the weather. Anyway, let's head out in the boat. Like I said, this is just general one, early on the season. I think it's mainly potting. There's a bit of fishing in it. But let's go and see what we can catch. Look at it go, look. The power.
Yeah.
You feel that wind's getting brisk already, eh?
Cheers, yeah.
Just going to swing it round, so hold on. There's a crab in there. That I can see. If you give it to me, the rope. Okay, I've got it. Let go. A couple of little spiders. Just put you down for a minute. Okay. Next pot. That was the one that had the conger in it. So pretty poor for a conger slice.
Can I push this further this way?
You can do, I think, if it moves, yeah. We still haven't done that. That's something else we've got to get onto.
Well, it's because we need.
We've got to get the pipe, yeah. See a spider. Oh, you haven't got it on the gun enough. There's a bloody great conger in there. Hold that. Okay, let it go. Congers out. That's a better fish.
Yeah, surely is.
Nice one. That'll be supper. Gonna be supper, that one.
Yeah, took it and let go.
Yeah, hit the bottom and pull it off. Hit the bottom and then lift off. That's how you catch them. Hit the bottom, as soon as you hit, and then just slowly lift off the bottom and reel a little bit, and then keep doing that. Go to the bottom and lift off.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Another one. Not a bad one.
So look what we've got here. Nice tin of yellow paint that we found floating along. Ideal for painting on the bobbers. There we are, industrial paint.
Industrial top coat. Don't know where it's come from, but we also got a where's that other thing? We also picked up a Kinder Surprise.
Yep, and the surprise is there's nothing in it.
We'll take it into the bin anyway.
Yeah.
That's our good deed done for the day. Right. We don't. Oh, I do have the black one. It won't last long though.
The black one's only for an emergency.
Yeah, well, it might be an emergency.
That bobber might have a knot in it.
Right. Right, this is the some pots we got in the bay. We got 5 to do, I think. Battery's starting to get a bit worn, so how far is that rope under? Yeah, the batteries, we're running low on batteries again. Just fished today, and then we're going to be not coming out for a couple of days, I think. Wind. This is the trouble with the wind, you see. These are only checked yesterday, so not expecting an awful lot. Not yet. I need to turn it. Okay, I got it. Absolutely nothing. That tells you there ain't much around. Mind you, we didn't bait this one. We've still got that old dogfish in there.
Yeah,
might do something about changing that. Yeah.
So if there's no lobsters, then it can't go for it.
Yeah, it's a bit of open ground there, so I wouldn't expect lobster here. Not more than that. You'll get the odd one if we're near a rock or stone. Like I say, they've only had 24 hours, which isn't really long enough when you're not catching a lot. But obviously if there's something that's living right next to it where the pot lands, oh, got a big eel or something in there. Another conger eel. So there's congers around. Right, I'll just show you that. Then I'm going to have to put the camera down because we're going to rebait all these up and do them. But you see there's an eel in there. Hopefully you can see it. Tip him up. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I think they can see the eel. So I'm going to get him out, get them out, rebait, and then we'll be back in a minute with some more pots that we've got to lift. Right, this is what the giant crab pot. It's got the biggest neck out of all the pots. Put an oversized one in it to try and catch huge spider crabs. Very helping hand. It's a bit windy, it pulls the boat hard. Does it feel heavy?
Oh, it weighs a ton.
That's without nothing, isn't it? Let's hope there's something in it today. It's actually on open ground. I can see it's open here by the colour of it, which isn't a bad thing. You do get spiders walking across everything. There is a crab in there, I think. Yeah, there's one in there. Two in there, maybe. Let me know if you want me to pull that up.
Have to do it.
Okay. Right. I've got it. Okay. I've got it.
Let me take that. It's too heavy for me to get over the gunnels.
It's got crabs in it.
Yep.
So it is working. Now we're going to put a nice big fresh bit of bait in this, and that should do the trick. Where are we? We'll keep it in this area, I think, because they are coming this way by the looks of it. Little purple one, little weedy one, brown crab. Oh, almost. God, he's mottled that one.
Yeah.
Little crab with a new coat on there. Calvin Klein or something. Whatever the coat's called these days. I think that's perfume, isn't it?
Oh, I expect they diversify into all sorts.
Look, female for a change.
Oh, yeah.
This one's only got one. There we go, boy takes my finger. I know you've got your eye on this one.
I had, actually.
It's not huge.
I don't know, no, it's too small.
I don't know, we'll put him down there for now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a fresh bass head, and we'll leave that head in, actually. That's why I had the spiders in it, because of the fresh bait.
Do you want to top it up with a little bit more?
You can do.
Yeah. I mean,
I
especially if
yesterday, I said the bass head is what...
Yeah, that's right. Especially if we're not going to get out for a few days.
Yeah, they pulled the skin through, it doesn't help. The sun would have sat on the outside. Right there. Spot.
Watch the crab, look. On the rope.
And this is the orange pot, or as we like to say, the langoustine pot. That rope's not sunk, eh? That top rope. Luckily the bottom one does.
I might say Cardiff City, you see. Blue and the orange.
I think there might be something in there, unless that's the bait trap. So it has got a crab. It might be the bait actually. No, it's got a crab in it. Yeah. Over to me. Oh yeah, because this is another heavy one. Yeah. We'll take that. Well, it catches little spider crabs. Yeah. They're almost camouflaged in there. Got to remember as well, this pot is only just gone down, so all the fresh smell isn't always the best. It's got a bit of the old sea scent on it.
You're going to have to throw them that way, I think, because it's splashing the camera.
Yeah, but it's the wind. Right, there we go. Now we're out on the dinghy. It's quite breezy out here, but it's low tide, that's why it's quite calm. Now we're going to go out in the dinghy. We were going to take the boat, but the bigger boat, but it's untying it all and that just for, we're only going to do a couple of pots in the bay today. I'll try and pull the rope up a little bit. I need to see where the rope is. Stop. Okay. Just hold it for a minute. Okay. Right, we're pulling this pot. Rebecca wants to pull this double set, so we're going to pull it. No. Right, I'm going to shut down now. We got a chunk of the rope in. It's tied up anyway, this one. So. As soon as you get this pot in, get straight onto the next one, otherwise you're going to be fighting the boat. So this is a double set. It's been out 2 days. I'm going to try and keep the camera dry, but it is raining, so... And it is blowing a hoo-ha. Although it's not big waves, it's just stiff breeze. Right, I'm leaning back now. Lost the babies. Yep. We've got a few spideys in there. It looks like there's one in there, but the rest are all too small.
Bigger ones we do.
Yeah, that was the pot that we baited up with just those little strips of dogfish anyway. It had terrible bait really. It was like little offcuts, so we didn't have a lot of bait in it, but it's done alright for... Definitely not the nicest of weather for this. So we'll do these two, then we'll have 2 more singles to lift, then we're heading back in again. And we'll leave that anything else till tomorrow. It's supposed to be much nicer tomorrow. One crab. Look, they've been pulling the bait out, the bait, look.
Yeah.
Chuck it over. Just chuck that bit over, it'll drift away. Another little one. this big one, he's still too small really. Here he is there. Yeah, nice to see that they're coming in. Right, I've got to get moving, although it's going to drift so far. He says. That's actually not a bad crab by the look of it. From here anyway, I'm so far back, I couldn't say for sure. Oh, it's in a small crab pot neck, isn't it? That's the one with the small neck, that pot. Ooh, that one might be earmarked. I saw that look. You do sometimes, yeah. Down she goes. What we do have to do is use up some of this old bait as well.
Yep.
Although the fresh bait is nice because the spiders like it.
It's not like we've got loads of it.
I don't know what's in this bucket. Did you look?
I haven't opened it.
Can't blame you. Like that, that's fine. I'm going to stay in the middle when you push it so you don't suddenly jolt the boat. The power of the wind. Hopefully it's laying right next to... Oh, there was a pot over there, look. Look, there was a pot over there. That's what I was trying to avoid. Hopefully we haven't laid over him. I don't know how many pots he's got out, that's the thing. We're going to have to find that out. I'd like to go around the other way, but it's hard to go around. After that bait.